Okay, here we go again. I'm going to a place called the Landing. I sold my golf clubs. Oh, gotta plug my mobile in. Hang on. Actually, it's not a mobile. I don't have a mobile. What I got. Oh, it's hot in here. Whew. Okay. What I did is I sold my golf clubs. Yahoo! I could use that money for something else. Now, I haven't gone golfing in 20 years or more. Or so. An awful long time ago. And I'll tell you right now, that's the last thing I want to do ever again. I might be tempted if somebody drove me around in a cart, but it's one of those things I wasn't never very good at. So there's no loss to lose selling the clubs. I would venture a guess I was in my mid to late 30s when I got the clubs, or so. Whoa, it's falling apart here. Hang on there. And the reason I got to leave a little earlier is there's construction, because I had to go, if I remember when I come back, the dogs have started digging underneath the woodshed, and I had to go and get some emergency cement blocks. I gotta fix this camera here, hang on. I can't hold it. There it is. That might be a little better. A little up more. A little up more on this one. Okay. Whoa. Oh, someone's coming down the road. I gotta watch where I'm going here. There we go. Beautiful day. Jeep says it's 17 degrees out. It's cool. If you got hairy arms, it would be helpful, but I don't have much hair on my arms, so I'll have to turn on the heat. Maybe. Oh, some more cement. Boy, guy's neighbor's got the cement truck at his house. That's got to be expensive. And a Friday night in the country. Should be lots of police out here on a Friday night. We got a frost warning today. The whole province is going to be first big frost maybe. So it's time to maybe cover up the tomatoes tonight when I get back. Sundown is probably 7:40 p.m. now. And it won't be long. We'll have frost every night. And then the snow will be here. So after I had to go get these 2 foot by 2 foot cement or sidewalk blocks, and each one of them must have weighed freaking near 100 pounds. I don't know, maybe not that much, but they were freaking heavy. Then I got to open up the gate to get them in. Plus I got 2 dogs trying to get underneath the freaking woodshed at the same time. And I'll show you a picture of that up later. I put it up on Facebook if you want to see right away. Had to fill in the gravel. Had to rake a whole bunch of stuff in there to get it level enough to so I could lay the cement block down on it. So it was quite a bit of work. First I started with those square blocks that you put the 4x4 posts in for when you put a building up. Not sure who that boy is, but he lives out here because you can tell he moved over. Don't want a rock in the windshield because then you got to go and get that fixed. They squirt glue in it. Works good actually. One of our, right when we bought our Jeep that first summer, got hit with a rock. And that was that. Had to go get the windshield fixed. It's held up since, pretty good since then. They've really improved the road here. You'll see coming up. I'll point out some of the spots. And down here around the corner, we've got the first guardrail I think I've ever seen on this road. There we go. Now we're on the chip seal. And hopefully it won't be too many more years and they'll have chip seal on all on the Dorn Ridge Road. So here we go. They left a little hole in the road back there, which will be a big hole come spring. But overall, most of this road's not in too bad a shape. This is a big improvement right here. They must have put in a half a dozen culverts. And the leaves are changing quite a bit in some spots. So this time I'm going to take you down a different road once I get over to it, because they might not have the roads blocked today. They have a big detour. Had it all dug up today. I had to go a different way to get the cement blocks. Just over this little hill here is our guardrail. Right here. Last thing you want to do is go off the side of that because that's pretty deep down there. Pretty. But you wait another week. Every day actually the leaves are changing color. It'll come fast. So what's happening is the sap or the water that's in the branches and the leaves is leaving to go into the roots for the winter. So there's no nutrients going to the leaves to keep them on the tree. And then they'll die and fall off. And they'll go down to the ground, and I don't know if I'm going to pick them up or not this fall. But what I've done in the past was I'd get the mower out and I'd push them all into a big area. There's a fellow, his name's Bird Feet. Interesting. So the leaves all fall down, and then I make a windrow out of them. And then we go out there with the rakes and fill it up into the back of the wagon and throw it into the garden. And then I rototill it all in. And come spring, they're all broke down. And we start all over again. I'll go get a bunch of wood chips. I'll get them earlier this year so I can grind some of them into the ground. And I noticed that some of the potatoes, the Kennebec, the ones that are on the left that I've showed you before, the plants are starting to die off. And with this frost that we're supposed to get tonight, we'll pretty well finish them. Then I got to get some help. Come out. My sister-in-law and her husband are coming out tomorrow. We'll give them some potatoes. And eventually, all the potatoes will be dug up. Okay, we're out to the main road here. Oh, there's a nice looking Jeep. Zoom. I gotta meet this guy at 5 o'clock, and I don't like being late. It's better to be 5 minutes early in this world than 5 minutes early in the next. That red truck, they have the second camp down from our house. The guys that have the camps are pretty good at mowing their property and keeping it cleaned up. Some camps look pretty shoddy. You have to go in there with some pretty heavy duty equipment to knock all the weeds down. So we're almost at the bird store here. Young feller hoofing her home. Let's hope that the road's open. I can't. Oh, signs are still up. I'm not going to take a chance. I'm just going to turn right away where that other fellow went. Normally we'd be going straight ahead. We're going to go over the Keswick River here. On a thing called the Bailey Bridge. And if you look across the river, which you can't see because I looked earlier today, on the other side of the river to the left, I've got 15 acres of land in there too. But I'm glad I bought the other property. There's no comparison between one and the other. So now we're on the Tripp settlement, and we're going to turn left up here at the intersection onto the Sisson settlement. Some bald guy up there in the end of a ladder. Our dog groomer lives out here somewhere. Never did find out where. Around here somewhere. Works at PetSmart. Always a pleasant girl. Always smiling. And she's probably one of the few people that can actually handle Storm. She don't take no guff off him. Oh yeah. Storm got himself a squirrel after all that frickin' around this morning. I don't know. Though, just on the left here, right here, is the start of my other piece of property that goes down to the river where we just drove up from. It ends over here somewhere. I'm not sure where. And there's a house that's for sale right here. Oh, good, they fixed this road up. This road here is usually a pretty rough shape. And just up here a little ways is where the power lines cross the road. Should be quite a bit of traffic on here today. So we're on the Sisson Settlement Road. And you can use Google Map to see where this is. There's actually some nice properties along here. Lots of corn too. Some nice properties for sure. There's a plantation in front of us, see? Pines, they're dying off, it looks like. There's a lot of needles ready to fall off. It's too thick. You don't want your trees all bunched in together unless you're trying to make a fence. Pretty country. And I'll have to make sure that I take you for a spin when the leaves are in full galore there. The gala, or whatever, I don't know what the word is. I think you know what I mean though. They look spectacular. Sure glad I don't live around the power lines though. I watched a video in Texas, I think it was, where there's these kindergarten kids. They had a kindergarten underneath a big power line there. Of course they say, it's safe, and then all of a sudden kids started getting cancer and all kinds of stuff. Same thing with cattle. They get all kinds of diseases or whatever, like cancer, leukemia, apparently. Everybody's coming home from work now. I sure hope this guy shows up. Now, I was thinking about getting another file, 2-in-1 file thing for my other chainsaw, but I'll wait on that. Also, they have these headphones that I could be wearing when I mow, that I can listen to the radio, which might be an idea. Or even with the chainsaw, I could just put the headphones on and do my job. There's some more chicken barns. Now, the reason why there's so many power lines around here, I gotta point out, is the dam is off to the right there, and these power lines are going off in all different kinds of directions because it supplies a lot of power to the province. They also believe we're tied in with Quebec, Maine, Nova Scotia, and maybe PEI, probably. So we're all on this big grid network. I don't know how the hay was down here this year, but you can see a lot of the little fields here have been mowed. And I see in the province they've got smart meters happening, which means that everybody's power bill's going to go up to pay for that friggin' thing. And the meters that they are buying don't work right. And the way the smart meter is supposed to work is they charge you for using it in peak time. Somebody bought this house. Isn't that a great place to live? Right in front of where the road comes on. Not happening. I like the quiet. Now where I gotta go is just down to the end of this road and off to the left a little bit. Never thought of it. I hope I don't have to frickin' pee. Oh well. Load of wood. All these fine folks are coming home from work in the city, most of them. And there'll be a lot more coming. It's a big farm here. And you wouldn't believe it until you see it. On the left, it floods every spring, without exception. And the water's sometimes right up on the road, and this road will be closed off. Nice big farm. Who knows how much property's on it? Ooh, let's go. They've been fixing this bridge here too. This big field on the right here, that's pretty neat to see. They usually got corn in there, but I think every other year they give it a break. And now we're going over the Keswick River once again, and it's almost dry. You can't go down it with a canoe. And we're going in here. Well, it looks like the road's open. So we'll just turn around here. And we'll wait for this guy to show up. Now, let's see. Is there a way to pause this thing? Oh, push the button. Alright. Not working. Okay, I'll tell you what. I didn't bring my cord either. Oh well. I'm just going to shut it off. Right there, this is the place we call the landing. Right straight ahead of us. There's the health and wellness. There's the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. There's a bookkeeping shop over there. There used to be a pizza place in there. I don't know if that's still there. The Keswick Kitchen, whatever that is. That might be a bakery. There's the drugstore. There's the doctor's office. There's our friends Able Automotive. They make cabinets here, and I'm not sure what they're doing way down there. But we just got to sit around here and wait for this guy to show up. So I'll just leave it running for now and play with my mobile instead. Probably kill it after this. Now, the guy should be here in about 14 minutes with any luck.